So I just wanted to give you a little tip on wax sand. So this is sand that I've had out. I got in these tubs, and I've showed you guys this before. I put it out in the sun, let the sun heat it up, stir it around, and just kind of keep going with that until I feel like it's the wax is well melted and dispersed throughout the sand. But one way to kind of check that is, so this is very dry sand, or it was very dry, you know, when I started to add the wax to it and heat it up. And we all know that, you know, dry sand, if you were to grab a handful like this and squeeze dry sand, it would just kind of run through your fingers like this, like that, right? It would just run through your fingers because there's no moisture in it at all, right? But this has been waxed. So what I'm looking for is when I grab this handful and squeeze hard, see how I get that ball? This turned into 2 clumps, but see how I get those clumps? Right, so as I squeeze it, it turns into a clump. Now if I just barely touch that clump, it should just break apart again, right? So completely dry sand wouldn't do that. Completely dry sand wouldn't clump like that, right? But that wax, because it's melted in there, is causing it to clump a little bit. So if I get a clump like that, if I squeeze and I get a clump like that, and then I'm able to just break that clump apart real easily by putting a little pressure on it, that's about perfect for wax sand. You know, we don't want it to clump up real hard, but we do want it to clump up to prove that it's got some wax that's melted into it, if that makes sense, right? So this stuff I think is in pretty good shape, and we'll keep making. I got a few more buckets to make, and we should be ready for the season. All right, thanks.